Russ Emanuel's Occupants is very much like a episode of Twilight Zone or The Outer Limits. In the film, in this found footage film, a couple who are attempting to try out a vegan diet somehow find themselves looking into another dimension, I guess you could say. Not just any other kind of a dimension, but an alternate dimension that where they can see their alternate selves. And basically what this comes down to is that this couple and other people around the world seem to have come into contact with their alternate selves in some way. And they're not sure why or how. The scientists are not sure why or how. And somehow this couple has opened up a gate to this alternate dimension. And as the film unfolds, we watch as they observe and try to interact with this alternate dimension. Going any further into the story will probably be spoilerish, but the film raises some interesting questions. I mean, it's a pretty cool, contained sci-fi film. But I guess one of my main complaints is that there was like a little, basically just a drop dialogue where they're saying, like, oh, the reason why we're on doing this thing, we could like access alternate dimensions. That was a bit heavy-handed, but I'm sure that Russ Emanuel, who also wrote the film, that's basically just like a MacGuffin, and there are other elements at play here as to why and how we are, well, not we, but they are seeing this alternate reality, alternate dimension. And what I liked about this is it raised the questions of, like, how well do you know yourself? How do you think you would react in a given situation? How do you think if you had an alternate self, how do you think they would react in a given situation? It raises some complex questions and tries to answer some and let things play out in service of the story to the point where it gets kind of does get entertaining and intriguing. So, but overall, it's a fairly entertaining science fiction film. It leaves open a lot of questions that you want answered, and but it obviously leaves itself open for a sequel. So hopefully that sequel will answer all those questions and maybe even, like most sequels, open up more questions. But the film is pretty well performed by Brianna White, who plays Annie. Michael Pugliese, I hope I pronounced that right, plays Neil, her husband. And the film also features Robert Picardo as Dr. Alan Peterson, who is the one who's guiding them through this amazing discovery. But as I said, yeah, there's some interesting elements. It does play with expectations, and it's a pretty well edited piece where sometimes you find yourself wondering just which reality are we in, which one are we watching. But like I said, the questions that are raised can hinder the film in many ways because you want to, thinking like a commoner, like just a regular Joe, just want to know, like, well, why did this happen? Why is this happening? It's like I need an explanation here, but there's no explanations forthcoming. But still, overall, as a sci-fi film, it does what it needs to do, and it basically entertains and then raises some interesting questions in regards to science and alternate reality and dimensions. And like I said, it was very Twilight Zone-ish and Outer Limits. So I would have to give Occupants 3 stars out of 5. I like what they were going for, I like what they were doing. I thought it was pretty well executed, but it needed just a little more to get it to where it needed to be. I guess it suffers from the fact that maybe we've seen too many movies like this. Not necessarily alternate dimensions, but it's just tropes that play out in the movie are very familiar from other films and maybe even sci-fi TV shows. But still, overall, Occupants is pretty entertaining film for what it is. So 3 stars out of 5. If you like this review, hit that like button below. Have you heard about Occupants? What do you think about alternate realities and alternate dimensions? How do you think your alternate self would respond in any given situation? Do you think it'll be just like you, or will it be something completely opposite? Please comment below and let me know. And if you haven't already subscribed to my channel, that was my alternate self. Haven't already subscribed to my channel, please do, so you can stay on top of my reviews, trailer reactions, new reviews, and any other fun things I happen to put up on my channel. So until next time, my friends, see you in another dimension.